When the doubt gets loud, but answer that call. Vision ain't real till you grind at speed, so breathing deep. Then call the damn leads. Call the damn leads.
Hey, welcome back to Call the Damn Leads, the show by sales professionals for sales professionals. I'm your host, Drewbie Wilson. With more than 2 decades in sales, I've seen it, been through it, heard about it. Now I'm bringing those stories to you, my favorite people in the world, the sales community, because let's be honest, this is the greatest job on earth. It doesn't matter where you come from, what background, what personality type, you can carve out an amazing life in sales. And today's guest is no stranger to the journey. I'd like to welcome Carl Richardson to the show. How are you, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
We are crushing the day, as you know, man. I want to jump right in. I want to hear your crazy sales story.
So I think the best one I want to show or tell you about is one I think can serve a lot of people. This happened about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I got a call from a customer. Actually, a lead came in from YouTube, and customer reached out immediately through our website and basically said, "I don't know much about your company. I did see Carl on video, and basically, I don't know what the cost is going to be, but I want you all to do my job." And so I ended up going to visit with that customer about an hour, a little bit over an hour away, and closed 150 grand. And just by a video, a long form video that was not even produced very well. I still haven't reproduced it. I've closed probably over 1 million on that video. And I tell everybody and anybody, get online, get on all the social medias, get on YouTube, because you don't know who's watching, and it could change your life. So that's the biggest one. I've had other crazy stuff happen, but I think that one shows the most value and lets people know, get out there, get your face out there, point, shoot, and post.
Man, you basically just said everything that needs to be said in the first 60 seconds of the episode. Like, but no, I really love this story because it's a great reminder that it doesn't require fancy equipment. It doesn't require fancy editing. It doesn't require anything other than a willingness to just pull your phone out, hit record, and then take that video to YouTube and hit post. Now, I'm sure I'm simplifying the process, right? You probably did a few things along the way, but at the end of the day, it's not as complicated as people make it. So what I want to ask you, Carl, is what made you decide, being in the business that you're in, what made you decide, all right, I'm going to commit to creating this content, even if it feels silly or I look stupid or sound stupid or whatever the case may be?
To be honest with you, the reason I did it is because I hired a coach named Derek Harper, and I know you know him. I hired him years ago when I had a credit repair business, and he made me go through a training where I had to record videos. And in that company, I was doing over 6 figures within 6 months. And that's exactly what did it. It was all social media, nothing crazy, recording pretty much everything with my phone. My son would edit some stuff for me. And that really told me that I can pretty much get into any industry I want and become the respected person that people look up to, because I'm everywhere. People tell me all the time, bro, I see you everywhere. And that's what I wanted. That's all that I wanted. And I've gotten it to a point now where I do all my own recordings, or my son will come out and record me. My wife might record me. And I have VAs in the Philippines do all of our editing. And so we constantly have videos coming out. And it's been a game changer. We get a lot of business off of it.
It's so cool when you can take a strategy that somewhat seems outside the box. And this, years ago, getting on video and doing this stuff was not nearly as popular as it is now. It's definitely grown in the last 5 to 6 years. But the people who just started doing it, it's crazy to see the compound effect of what it's turned into. Yeah. And there's a lot of business owners out there that'll make the excuse they're too busy to record, they're too busy to make content, they're too busy. Yep. How did you combat the too busy objection for yourself?
I made it a non-negotiable. That's all you have to do. You're not too busy. You're just too busy on the wrong things, right? I wanted to be busy on the things that I knew I was going to get the biggest return on. And that was me. I can count on a lot of things. I can count on, you can hire people to market for you, but I'm my best marketer. And by
Mm.
far, I'm the one who brings the most business to my company because I can market it the best. I 100% believe in my company and I can market it all day long. So that's the biggest thing is, first of all, if you're not willing to get out there and market yourself, do you really believe in your product? If you're scared to get in front of people and talk about what you're doing, are you really doing that good of a job? Right. So if you're not willing to stand up 10 toes down in front of someone and speak on how good you do work, it's probably because you're not doing good work.
Ooh. You guys don't know this, but I'm going to call him out, and hopefully this doesn't mess him up. But this is Carl's first podcast, and the gems that my man is bringing right now, like I wish I had one of those buttons that did the, you know what I mean? Because like, just killing it. And this is something I've had, man, Carl. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with business owners over the last 6-7 years as a consultant, coach, trainer, whatever you want to call me, around the idea that there is nobody who can market your business better than you can on this planet.
Yep.
Caveat. There are some marketing companies and like there's some folks out there that are incredible at what they do and can definitely manage your accounts and maintain the quality. But for you to start out, you've got to be passionate. You've got to
Mhm.
love that thing. You've got to believe in it. You got to be willing to do like Carl and jump on a roof and record yourself, like potentially even being, in a position to fall off the damn thing. Like you got to be that 10 toes deep to believe in it. And so, for you, Carl, what does the overarching process for you look like, right? As a business owner now, what is it that you're spending your time focused on? Because when most people come at me, they've got every excuse in the book, but like where do you focus your time right now?
As of today, we are so our business hit a pivotal moment, which I just learned. I hit a spot in my business where you start have to make changes, right? And so we hit a revenue to where we've capped out for the past 2 years, and I just stuck. I was stuck. And so right now we're busy on the back end putting systems together, putting KPIs together, got a lot of stuff going on to make our business better. And one of the things that we are trying to work on, and I'm probably going to get with you on it, is I know we throw a lot of leads away, and it drives me nuts because I brought those leads in, and there's value in every single one of those. So I want to make sure we're getting the most out of them. Our closing rates are good, but our prices can go up. So um, it, I'm all over the place normally, but I do have certain days where I do certain things. I have my business meetings are Tuesday mornings with my team. I meet with them every Tuesday. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm usually out recording. When I go to a house and record, I try to hit 20 to 30 videos per house. And then that keeps me going we're usually booked out about a month with videos. So that keeps me booked out about a month all the time. And it works good. It works good. There are times where I get behind and we were running out of videos, and that's because I fell off the wagon and I didn't stick to my guns. If you want to make the time for your business to grow, you'll do it, right? You focus on the things that make you better. So right now I'm really dove in, and I'm very, very laser focused on our growth. I have an amazing team now, best team I've ever had, and we're definitely reaching new levels at Stonehouse. So very excited for the future, very excited for everything that's coming towards us. Our bottleneck today is production. We can't keep up. We have so much work coming in, so much stuff getting approved. We can't get it all done. So we're booked out about 3 months right now, and I don't like that. So we're working on that. So a lot of stuff moving, but it's all good stuff.
Yeah, and it's always interesting how at every part of the journey you run into different roadblocks.
Hmm.
Early on, it's like, hey, how do I get enough leads to generate enough revenue to keep the doors open? And then you get to where you're in a situation like yours, like, hey, I've got so many leads that I've got so much work that I can't get all the work done in a timely fashion. And so now we're on the other side of the roadblock, and it's like, all right, we got to figure this problem out. And
Yeah.
it always comes back to sales and marketing. And what I mean by that is when you're hiring when you're recruiting, that is just as much a sales and marketing process as when you're trying to generate revenue for the business. So, Carl, what are some of the things that you're doing right now to kind of look at that expansion? How are you guys approaching the, process of bringing on more quality workers? Because there's probably some guys out there listening in other markets that are in a similar boat, right? They've done a good job, but now they're like, hey, how do I go and find some right people to get on the team? Because you're saying this is your best team ever. Give us some of the insights, big dog.
Yeah. So, uh, really, all the team I have right now, I've attracted all of them, most of them, through my social media. And they see the culture, they see the kind of the business I run, how I operate, and they're attracted to that. And it's funny we're having this conversation because I'm actually fixing to have this same conversation with my staff. Is my job now is marketing to people, marketing not to customers. I want to start marketing to people, draw more people to my company because I need to expand. That's the only way I can expand is have more top talent come to us. I need some very good salespeople like today. And so I've got contractors lined up and stuff like that. So that's easier because they all see me and they want work year round. I have work year round. So it's a blessing for them. We are in a kind of a seasonal industry. It's like pretty much rides the same wave as roofing some for some reason, but
Mm.
we've always stayed backlogged enough and had so much work. We've never been without work since 2019 when I started the company. And so that's what I'm doing now. Today is my job is to attract talent. And that's one of the things I'm going to be doing at the garden show. My workers are there to attract customers. I'm there to attract talent.
Yeah, I love that. And when you go through that phase of leveling up, it's always interesting to see kind of where the process takes you. You're always learning something new. You're always trying to
Yeah,
figure out some new problem within the business so that you
yeah.
can get a ramp over that specific roadblock that you're running into. So now, okay, so we've talked about where you are now. Let's go back to 2019 when you started the business, right? For the folks that are kind of newer, maybe they're kind of just getting started. What were some of the things that you had to focus on when you first got started so that you could get to the position that you're in now?
So when I first started my company in 2019, I we were in COVID, and I started it for a friend. A friend came to me. He was working for a foundation repair company, same company I worked for in the past for a short term, and they ended up getting shut down by the FBI. Bunch of bunch of stuff. And so he came to me. He's like, "Man, why don't you start your own foundation repair company? You know all this stuff." And I'm like, "Man, I have a credit repair business. It's ran by people in the Philippines, and I'm chilling." So I didn't have much interest in it. I didn't want to get back into the construction industry. I grew up in it, and he came to me again, and I said, "You know what? Let's do it." And the next week, I had my LLC set up, got my bank account set up, and had no money. So I'm like, okay, my first thing is I have no money, and I need to start marketing this thing. So I get my phone, I get on Facebook, and I ramped the business up to over $1 million the first year via Facebook. So I always thought I never did research on. I never knew I was going to be a business owner like this. Period. I never researched and anything about marketing or any of that stuff and try to figure out where does the business need to be and tracking everything and volume of revenue. Where should I be? I never, I always heard $1 million was the golden ticket, right? And it's not by far. Um, but
It sounds
it
good though. It's a
but
fun
it
number.
gave me a goal. It gave me a goal. And my first goal was I need to hit 1 million. I need to hit 1 million. And so that's all that stayed in my head. And not only did I need to make 1 million, I needed to support my workers because I had full-time employees already. I hired them out the gate. And so when I first started, we got a house, and then a month later we got another house. And I just kept paying everybody throughout all this. I lost a lot of money doing it, but I stayed faithful and I honored my commitment to them, and now we do 5 houses a week and we can't keep up. So it's all grown through that process, but it all started with social media. All of it started with Facebook, and actually Facebook and my son got a free voucher from Google for $500. That's what we started running our ads with. And now we spend over 12,000 a month with Google. So,
Man, ain't that
um,
something?
bro, it's been a game changer for us, and I'm not settled. Like I am, I'm not where I want to be, not where I need to be. I'm kind of angry at myself because if I had followed, like, hired more coaches, I've hired a few coaches, man, and I have not gotten much out of them. But had
Mm.
I hired the right people who really implemented stuff or helped me implement stuff in my business, I'd be so much further ahead, bro. And so I tell everybody all the time, hire a coach. I don't care where you are in your business. People are scared to spend money. I'm not scared to spend money on a coach. That is the last thing I'm worried about because I know the returns on it as long as they're a good coach. So I will be hiring you,
Yeah.
Drewbie.
Hey, well, and you know what's cool,
You
man, is
help
we've
me.
worked together in the past,
You
and
helped
I
me
was
for
just gonna say
free.
the
You helped me for free in the past, bro. Before you even started the company, I reached out to you because I was in a bind, and I knew you from Apex, and I reached
yep.
out to you, and you freaking helped me. And I told you I would never forget it, and I don't forget it. I
Hey,
appreciate you.
it's an honor, man, and you know, again, I've always had the belief of givers gain, right? I've learned that along the way. You've always been a big supporter of Call the Damn Leads over the years. You've helped me in different times, and it was interesting because in that moment, I remember very distinctly. It was kind of one of those sections of like, hey, here's a guy that needs help. I could probably charge him for it. I'm just gonna do it out of, because he's a good dude and he's in a tight spot, and it's repaid itself dozens and dozens and dozens of times over. So like, I appreciate you sharing that story, and it's a great reminder that there are seasons and reasons that we go through these times. Like, we have to
Yeah,
go through the struggle every now and then to learn that lesson, to go, okay, here's what I did wrong. Here's how I got myself into this ditch. Here's how I need to avoid getting into the ditch in the future now that I've got, a tow truck that yanked me out of this thing. And let's just keep hammering forward, right?
yeah,
Sometimes that's what it takes. You just got to pick
yeah,
up and dust off and move forward. And
yep,
one of the things that we're going to shift gears a little bit, but it kind of fits right in line with this theme for you, is you've taken your health very, very seriously over the last few years. And I believe
yes,
there's a direct correlation from where you focused your personal energy into what it's turned into on your professional side. So tell us a little bit about that journey, man, because I know you've been going through it.
bro. I got bad. For I was way overweight. I was almost 300 pounds, and my doctor kept telling me, Carl, you're getting over there. You need to start taking care of yourself. And I put it off. And as soon as I left him, I went to eat a Whataburger or whatever, and just whatever, right? And I just kept on living life. And then one day, I actually hired a fitness coach, and he helped me start counting macros. I started losing a little bit of weight, and he told me, "Hey, man, I want you to join this thing, and I need you to get your blood work done and see where your elevations, see everything." And so I said, "Perfect." Did that, and then I got the call where they went over my numbers with me, and it wasn't
Oh,
good. And so I wasn't doing good at high everything. And that day, I made a change. I called him back. I signed up for a different program he had, and blessed beyond measure for him. And he helped me really train my brain and help me. But since then, I've tried different diets. I've tried different stuff, and I finally found what works for me, and very good now. I've lost right at 70 pounds. Feel so much better. I'm off all my medications except my depression pill, which I'm working off of right now. Everything else is perfect. All my levels are perfect with everything. And so it wasn't easy, but I can tell you this: there's no way in the world I would be as zoned in as I am right now in my business if I was still in the position health wise that I was. Today, I am super zoned in. My brain is super clear, and the clarity I have for my vision and the future of the company is just, it's never been this way. And I'm loving it. And that's one of the reasons I'm on here. I would never do podcasts and I wouldn't do everything. I was too lazy for one. And for two, I just didn't want to do it. Right. I was too busy, and so this is one of the things that I wanted to implement is going out and sharing my experience to maybe help somebody. I'm not a coach. I'm not any of that. I just want to help people, and through people like you. So
well, listen, man, it has been an absolute pleasure to know you, to watch your journey, to see all the things that you've accomplished, knowing that it's just the tip of the iceberg. And I appreciate you being vulnerable enough to share that. There's a lot of men out there, women too, that are listening to this that know you're not where you want to be in life right now, whether it's a little bit overweight, a little bit underweight, maybe you had some muscles and you lost them and you want to get them back. Like wherever you're at, and if you know you want more, go get it. Yep. Like just go get it. There's no reason not to. And Carl, man, you're a great example of this. We could probably sit here and nerd out and have fun for many, many hours, right? You are an amazing guest. You're going to absolutely crush it as you get out there and do more podcasts. So how do we find you, follow you, keep up on it, man? Because I know this is just one of many amazing shows that you're going to do.
So one of the way they can find my company is through our website, www.callstonehouse.com. Me personally, they can find me on Facebook, Carl Richardson, or they can look up Stonehouse Foundation Repair. We have videos, we have content all over YouTube. I'm not sure what our call is on YouTube, but it's Stonehouse something. Just look it up, Stonehouse Foundation Repair. You'll see me, and that's where we are. As far as all the other stuff, I'm not sure I know we're all over the place. I let my VAs handle that. I just deal with Facebook, right? It's all that stuff's too much for me.
My pay grade.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
For that.
Yeah.
That's right, Carl, man. I love it. I appreciate it. And that's the game, right? You start out, you build, you grow, you delegate, you get to a point where you can really work on the business, not just in the business. And you're a great example of that. So thank you again for hanging out with us, man.
I appreciate you, brother. You take care, and obviously we'll keep in touch. So
absolutely. Listen, if you guys enjoyed the show, go share it on social media. Tag me, tag Carl, tag Stonehouse Foundation. You'll find them. They're everywhere. And then make sure if you know somebody who kind of sucks at like their business and they need a little reminder, send them this episode. Let them know. You don't have to tell them they suck, right? Like they'll get to this part and they'll realize because they're your friend. But like you don't have to say that up front. Just send them this episode. Like, listen, I heard it. I thought of you. I wanted to send it over. I think you'll get some value out of it because that's what this is all about. It's about spreading the movement, sharing the message, telling the stories that'll help every one of us get better and reach the life that we want to be living because that's what it's all about. And maybe you've got a crazy sales story and you want to come on and share it on the show. I want you to be a guest. Head over to callthedamnleads.com/podcast. Send us all your details. Get signed up. While you're there, grab a hat, sweatshirt, keychain, book, something to support the show. You know what to do. Go pick up the phone. Call the damn leads. We'll see you guys next time.
When the doubt gets loud, but answer that call. Vision ain't real till you grind at speed, so breathing deep. Then call the damn leads. Call the damn leads.